Good morning, I'm back at my center today, and today it's light blue pour homme. It's one I picked up for myself at a rack store for my birthday, and I'm finally wearing it 3 weeks later. And, this is an interesting one. Let me go over the notes real fast. It has grapefruit, bergamot, mandarin, and juniper berry. It has pepper in the middle, rosemary, and rosewood, Brazilian rosewood. And then it has musk, incense, and oakmoss on the base. So it's sort of a citrusy, spicy. They call it a citrus aromatic, but I'd call it citrus spice. It's only got like 5 accords. The notes, to make those accords, and to me, I really like it. It's one that when I started my journey, when we couldn't decide between Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage, this is one I smelled in Sephora and I liked, and on paper, and Mrs Fritz didn't like. She gave it like a 6. She was like, that I don't like that smell. And then we did decide on Legend, and we got Legend. And then after that, I always wanted this because I really did like it. I gave it like an 8 or a 9, even on paper. And fast forward, I would always pass this by because I knew she didn't like it, and the price was a little higher than I thought it should be in rack stores. And so, whenever I saw it, they were always, more top price of what it should be in a rack store. So fast forward, I ended up getting a decant of Light Blue Intense, and I have another video out there called Light Blue Intensified, and that's on my YouTube. And it says Intensified Poor Tammy, something like that. And that means Tammy loves fragrance, and that's a woman that I follow on Instagram, and she has a layering technique that she talked about, one of her layering techniques, where she takes an essential oil, puts it into a moisturizer, an unscented moisturizer, and then puts that all over her skin, and then puts the fragrance on top of that. So I did that with Light Blue Intense. I bought a essential oil that mimics light blue, not Light Blue Intense, and I put that in the moisturizer, and Miss Floss liked that because it was all over me, and she actually liked that on my skin. And then I put the Light Blue Intensify on me, and she gave that a 9. So that was a couple months ago, and that's a video. And then now I'm saying I wore this, and today she gave it an 8. She actually, and this is just this, no moisturizer, no essential oil, just this. She gave it an 8 on my skin. And I think her initial reaction, Michelle Curley Fragrance talks about this, that this will either get you compliments or people will not like it. Some, if you're trying to get compliments from whatever, won't like this. And she mentions that that grapefruit can have an adverse smell to some people, and that's why she mentions that they'll either love it or not love it. And that may have been what Miss Fritz didn't like about it, that grapefruit on paper, but on my skin it's a whole different matter. On my skin, she obviously she likes it. So that's just I figured I want to tell that story, and especially if you're new to fragrances. You need to know that paper and the skin are two different. You probably already do know. I'm not preaching to choir or something, but and so some people say when you go into a store, which I don't always do, and I probably should, instead of doing the paper, do the skin, and then walk around the department store, and you may get a better idea of how it's going to actually smell on you. I'm not sure there's probably many videos that talk about that. But anyway, that's my one, and this is my nephew Michael's favorite. He's part of my Facebook group, and he mentions that he has this and all of its flankers, and every one of his flankers, and he loves them all, and it's his favorite. So I agree with you, Mike. It's really good. I like it a lot too. I don't have all its flankers. I just have the Intense, but I know there are some. But the one I do like that I've gone into the store, you probably don't have, is I actually like Light Blue Pour Femme for the women. And I really do. I went and sprayed that on a thing thinking, okay, well, I'll see if she likes this for her, for Miss Floss. And she didn't like that either, on paper. And I'm thinking, man, that smells good. I like that. And I personally like that. I really do. I haven't put it on my skin, but I actually like that as a fragrance. It's be almost like a flanker of it. So that's my take on Light Blue. It's a really good fragrance. I'm glad I got it, and I did get it at the price I wanted. I think I got the 4 point something ounce bottle for under 50, and that's what I thought I should pay for it because it's been out a while. You know, and like Aqua de Joe, I won't buy a bottle of that, the original Aqua de Joe. I'll buy the flankers, the newer flankers, but I won't buy the original Aqua de Joe at over 50. I just won't. I just don't think, you know, because that's the point. I mean, anyway, I just won't. So with that, please pray for peace. Please be kind. Help me to be kind. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.